Welcome to the IVM Podcast Network.
The On-Course Podcast is an IVM production, and if you like our podcast, do try their new show, The Empowering Series, in which life coach Zarina Poonawala walks you through all the steps of being a better boss and leader at work. All 6 episodes of the Empowering Series are now available, so go find them.
You're listening to the On-Course Podcast.
Hi everyone, welcome to the On-Course Podcast. On-Course is a creative and alternate education company that aims to bridge the gap between formal classroom education and real-world skills. We offer a range of programs from short skill-based courses to test prep to application assistance to those looking to study abroad. My name is Alisha Mashruwala. I'm the CEO and co-founder of On-Course.
Hi guys, my name is Akhil Laswani. I'm the COO and co-founder of On-Course and your co-host for this show.
And today we're actually going to be talking about a fairly important part of anyone's application to an undergraduate program in the US, the essay.
Yeah, so we're going to be discussing the Common Application Essay, which is, if anyone's kind of going through the process, this is the main essay which goes to all main schools. So just to sort of, get started, Alisha, I just wanted to, for all our listeners, what exactly is the essay?
So usually when students are applying to colleges in the US for an undergraduate program, most of the applications go through this portal, which is called the Common Application. So the Common Application is one sort of website that houses, most college names, and most of the college applications for those go through that website itself.
So there are colleges outside the Common App as well?
There are a few, but I would say about 85% of the colleges are currently on Common Application. So when you're applying through the Common App, typically there's one main essay that goes to all of the colleges that are on Common App. So that essay is essentially a way for students to kind of give the college an insight into who they are rather than all of the things that they've pretty much done or listed on their resume or rather than just their transcripts or academic profile.
So it's not just a description of their achievements?
Not at all. In fact, it's a way for them to kind of talk about anything personal that they've been through or anything that they would want the college to know about them that can not already be seen on other parts of the application. So usually with the Common Application Essay, the basics, it's 650 words and not a word more than that. So as part of the Common Application, you would typically copy-paste your essay, and that's the essay that would go into all of the colleges. The 650 words sometimes to some people seems really long, to some seems really short. But if you ask me, it's actually very short to describe yourself in just that much as a limit.
So is it more like a biography? Like how does someone approach this sort of essay?
So there are 7 main prompts that come through as part of the Common Application Essay. If you read the prompts and if you see the prompts, you'll realize that each of them kind of tackle and try and probe into the same thing. Who are you as a person? So the 7 prompts are available on the Common App website, but just generally. One of the topics that you have the option of writing about is some students have a background or identity or interest or talent that's really meaningful that they believe their application would be incomplete without it. If this sounds like you, then you please share your story. The second one, which is the lessons we take from obstacles we encounter can be fundamental to later success. Recount a time where you faced a challenge, setback, or failure, and how did it affect you? More importantly, what did you actually learn from the experience? The third one, which is essentially reflect on a time where you questioned or challenged a belief or idea. So what prompted your thinking? What was the outcome? And why did you actually do that? The fourth, which is describe a problem you've solved or a problem you'd like to solve. It can be an intellectual challenge, a research query, an ethical dilemma, anything that's of personal importance, regardless of the scale. So you talk about the significance to you and what steps you took or what steps you feel like could be taken to identify the solution. The fifth topic, which is discuss an accomplishment or an event or a realization that sparked a period of personal growth and a new understanding of yourself or others. The sixth one, which is describe a topic, idea, or a concept that you find so engaging that it makes you lose track of time. Why does it captivate you? What or who do you turn to when you want to learn more? And the last one, which is the most interesting one, which is share an essay on any topic of your choice. So it could be something that you've already written in response to another prompt or one that you kind of designed on your own. So if you see these 7 prompts are really broad, it's important to kind of realize that you don't need to answer the questions very directly. You just want to use these questions as some sort of start to how you want to think about the essay.
So a student can choose any one of these 7 prompts?
Yes. So you choose any one of the 7 prompts and you write an essay on just one of them. You don't need to write all 7. The best way to approach it, if you ask me, is read the 7 prompts and then put away the sheet. Start thinking about sort of who you are, what are the things you would want to show the college about yourself, and then kind of relate it to an incident or an experience that you want to talk about and write about that. Once you've written your draft of the essay, you can always identify which topic it really generally falls under. What happens is with students who answer the prompt very directly, sometimes they lose the flow, sometimes they lose their own character and structure in their writing style.
Oh, that's interesting. So who reads the essay on the other hand?
So the admissions officers are the ones who are going to read the essay. So typically, of course, they will look at your grades, they look at your SAT scores, and the next thing they want to see is your essay. So they want to understand, like I said earlier, something about you, something unique, something different. It could be something that makes you stand out, or it could be something that you just want to share with them that probably explains a lot about your application. So typically when you're writing the common application essay, a good start, like I mentioned earlier, is just read the prompts and put them away. Think about sort of adjectives you feel like you would want to use to describe yourself. Think about adjectives you feel like others would use to describe you. Based on that, I would say probably link it to some sort of story that you want to share or some sort of experience that you want to bring about when you're writing the application.
So if my grades are not so good, can an essay compensate for that?
I wouldn't say the essay compensates for your grades. Your grades are pretty much the most important aspects of your application. But what an essay can do is sort of push you over the line. So with essays, typically, there are students who've got acceptance letters where the admissions officers have actually written things like, we really loved your essay, we loved your story, we loved your style. So for those of you who think that colleges don't read the essays, that's completely false. So the essay is actually a very, very important component for most of the admissions officers. And that's also sort of how they judge whether you'd fit into their campus or not, right? It's a way for them to understand whether that's kind of the personality that they would look at in a college.
So, a lot of these essays are so esoteric, right? Like they don't really give you a defined path that you need to follow. How does a student just, even come up with ideas for this? Like, how do they think about their own lives to sort of come up with any sort of idea for this?
So, like I mentioned earlier, the important thing is first think about sort of adjectives that you would use to describe yourself. Think about, very small events in your life. It doesn't have to be extremely large scale. It could be the smallest of things that, you feel like has impacted you. Think about any time in your life where you feel like you faced some sort of trouble, some sort of obstacle, or on the other side, think about times that you feel like, you've really accomplished something that you never expected that you would. And these could be the smallest things. I had someone talk about how they used to be really shy as a young kid. And then once just talking to like a pizza delivery guy kind of opened them up and made them kind of stand up for themselves and changed a lot in terms of how they grew and how they, became like, a little bit more open, a little bit more extroverted, a little bit more confident.
Wait, talking to a pizza delivery guy?
Just talking to a pizza delivery guy. So it could be the smallest of incidents. It doesn't have to be something earth-shattering, something life-changing in that sense. But think about sort of what has actually impacted you. It could be something that you feel really strongly about. There are kids who write about, things like religion. There are kids who write about things like, someone who's inspired them or someone who's influenced them. But the important thing here is to really talk about how things have changed you. If you feel like when you read the essay over again, there is a line in there that doesn't necessarily describe who you are, doesn't necessarily talk about who you are, you probably feel like it can be eliminated.
All right. Okay, guys, so we're going to take a short break and we're in conversation about the Common App essay and we'll be back in a minute.
That was Tantrik Steve from Hansraj College, Delhi, performing at IIT Bombay's Mood Indigo. Just like them, there's a lot of new talent and art coming out of colleges all across India, but unfortunately most of this goes completely unnoticed or ignored. To fix this, we started atkt.in. Hi, I'm Ankur. I'm a musician and a rapper. And I found that one of the best things about being an artist myself is finding new talent. Through atkt.in, Tanya, my colleague who's a dancer, and our whole team really is putting all of our efforts into discovering and promoting all the coolest talent that's coming out of colleges all across India. And this goes up on our website, our social media, TV, radio, and now, of course, this podcast with IVM. Make sure you go to our website, support the talent with your likes, your shares, your comments. All of that really matters. Go ahead, check it out. atkt.in.
Hi guys, welcome back. So Alicia, we were just chatting about the Common App essay. Just kind of going forward with that, can you give us a few really creative examples? I know you gave us one on the pizza delivery guy, but anything else which sort of jumps out?
Yeah, I mean, I think having worked with so many students, I've read really interesting essays. And I feel like every time I read an essay, it just gives me a little bit more insight into the person. So one of my favorites from, I think, a few years ago was a student who wrote about basically comparing herself to a dim sum and how different elements of a little dim sum made her who she is today. So I think that was really creative. That was really interesting. It kind of gave you a different perspective into her personality.
How did she think of that? Did you come up with the idea for her? Like, how did she think of that?
So we discussed it a lot. We had a lot of brainstorming sessions. She had a lot of things she wanted to talk about in her essay. And I think the dim sum idea just came about later when we were trying to put it together and make it a little bit more creative as a structure. But it does take a little time to think about, right? And that's why we always say you should start your essay earlier, start thinking about it as early as possible. So it gives you a little bit of freedom and flexibility to write a draft and then maybe, revamp it or change the topic if you feel like that's not something that you want to talk about. Another very interesting essay that I had was an essay that was actually written as a play, which was interesting because the student was interested in theatre. They wanted to show that interest in theatre and drama, but not very directly in that sense. So she wrote her essay as like an Act 1, Scene 1, Act 2, Scene 2.
So it was like a script.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Very, very creative. So we got script guy, we got pizza delivery guy, and we got dim sum girl.
Exactly.
What are the other options you have?
Another one which I actually really liked, which was a student from last year who had come from, she lived in the US for a very long time and then she moved to India after that. And it was kind of a reflection of both sides of her personality. So the entire essay talked about how she was a combination of, being left brain or right brain, being logical, being creative, and how, a lot of people sort of think about being one or the other, they're either logical or structural or really, really creative. And this girl talked about her love for math and science along with her passion for graphic designing and art. Very interesting, very different. And one thing that I think a lot of students also make a mistake with is they feel like it needs to be flowery language. They feel like it needs to be long sentences and kind of showing off their English skills or their vocabulary skills. In fact, this essay, the best ones I've read are the ones which are very simple, to the point, very eloquently written, and short sentences. Because that, I feel like, creates a much larger impact than just trying to show off your writing style.
So keep your sentences crisp, get to the point, don't have anything extra, don't use a thesaurus on every word. Exactly.
Because you want to sound really genuine, right? You want your essay to be honest. You want to kind of come across as who you really are. And don't get someone else to write your essay. Because ultimately, when the colleges are reading your application, it's very easy for them to tell when it's a 17-year-old's writing versus a 35-year-old's writing.
Also, I think I heard about a scam where kids from China were doing this, where colleges were actually checking out the SAT essays and the Common App essays, and they were seeing a huge discrepancy in the quality of writing, right? And they were saying, okay, this is obviously not written by the person.
Yeah, and colleges do look at that. That's also one of the big reasons the SAT essay or the ACT essay is still there. So when they see your SAT score, they have the access to your report, which actually allows them to read the essay you wrote on the spot versus the essay that you wrote for your application. So generally, of course, your application essay is going to be better because you had time to edit it and work on it a little bit more. But generally, the writing style is very evident. It's very easy to tell. I can tell when someone else has written a student's essay. I'm sure the admissions officer can tell that as well. In terms of the essay, I feel like right now is a good time to start thinking about it. For a lot of students who are going to be potentially applying to colleges this year in the US.
So what's the timeline like? So they end up applying in November, correct?
That's right, yeah.
So if they're applying in November, they should start working on the essay now?
Yeah, I mean, the Common Application essay releases in March. So the essays for this year have already released. So they released in March 2017. Most of the times the essays stay pretty much similar to the previous years with a couple of changes here and there. So a lot of our students I know have started at least writing a draft or two of their essays, and a couple of them have even completed them. So we start in March. You think about your ideas, think about what you want to talk about, give it a shot, write a draft, and see whether, this is actually a topic you want to go ahead with. Or if you feel like while writing it, it doesn't come naturally to you, probably want to rethink the topic and, think about something else that comes more naturally to you, because that means you're probably more passionate about it. So at this stage, for those students who are pretty much done with a draft or two, I would say they're really good in terms of time. They're pretty much a little ahead of schedule. But because other essays for colleges release around August, you want to have the Common Application essay done by July.
Awesome. Any other advice you have for kids applying this year?
For kids applying this year, I think the important thing is kind of don't get caught up in the topic. Really think about who you are. It's a good idea to write your essay and then get someone else to read it to make sure that it's actually reflecting your personality and not just something about like an achievement that you had, right? Very often the mistake that kids make is they might write a very well-written essay about, someone that's inspired them, but then the essay comes across as more the other person than them. So, simple things like that, where getting a second person to read it just to ensure that it actually brings out who you are and brings out like aspects of your personality that you can't see through just your general activities is probably what you want to do.
That's a good point. A lot of people write about, I think, other people's, trials and tribulations, like, a family member dealing with a disease or dealing with, death in the family. Or a close friend. I think, and while you definitely want to talk about what someone else has gone through, I think the focus has got to be on you, right? Not so much on the other person.
Absolutely. And like I said, if there is a line that doesn't really reflect you, you can probably remove it. So if you're talking about sort of hardships that someone else has faced, you need to talk about what you got through that, like how you actually came out of that particular incident, right? So I think that's the really important thing. Maybe it made you stronger, maybe it made you more confident, maybe it made you more responsible. So I think it's very important to think about that. Make your essay unique, make your essay different. Don't get caught up in just trying to make it creative. First write it very genuinely, and then you can always work around the structure to bring about something unique in that sense.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And guys, if you enjoyed listening to us, feel free to write in on info@oncourseglobal.com or check us out on our website at www.oncourseglobal.com. Also, follow us on Twitter and Facebook.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Sorry to say, but there's been a slight delay due to the apocalypse having suddenly begun. As you can see, there's death, destruction, and chaos taking place all around us. But don't you worry, food and drinks will be served shortly, and I would recommend checking out
IVM Podcasts
to get some of your favorite Indian podcasts. We'll keep you going till this whole thing blows over. Thank you.